this is where it all happened for me and where my entire family stood by me. Savera is mine before anybody else's. Shyam Sundar Reddy was the first person to offer me a contract over here, and God bless him wherever he is. He would be so proud. Mr. Mohan Mannar and all the bands that I've played with in those days, ladies and gentlemen, one gentleman, a couple of other gentlemen. How wonderful to be with the Duchess Club. May I be a member of all of you? I will be. Yes. And Golden Bowl was the first of its kind, not just in Madras, but in India. There was never a nightclub like this where we had such amazing music, and the biggest people have come to listen to me in Golden Bowl, including all of you. We've gone through 4 generations almost. People even now connect me with Savera and Madras. The ladies who came up and sang, I just can't believe how beautifully you sang. How beautifully did you sing? You're so complete. This doesn't happen, and I tell you something, all the biggest singing stars have thousands of welcomes by thousands of clones and singers who come and give them, all the big names, I mean. But to have all the ladies sing like this, just amazing for me, because I was always considered different. Only English part, and in Hindi they would say, "Ye sali kya gana gaegi Madrasi, sirf Angrezi gana janti hai." But today, you give me one song which doesn't have an English word. Come on, baby. There's not a single song that doesn't have an English word, yeah? And I'm so proud and privileged to be standing here and to say, hey, it started in 1969 with someone looking like me. And now today, when you have people saying, "Particle, particle," it's all considered in and wonderful. But when I started singing, I was doing a song called, the only Tamil song that I knew was in the nightclub. I used to sing in the nightclub here in Golden Bowl. அப்பெல்லாம் எனக்கு தமிழே சரியா தெரியாது. இல்ல தமிழ் தெரியும், ஆனா தமிழ் பாட்டு I didn't know. So I knew only a couple of songs that I heard in my uncle's house over here. One of them was, "Hello my dear Rami, engamma vanakku mami, dile cheyyada sami." My amma is 100% Mylapore mummy, which is what I am. And I'm so proud to say that I am right here from Radha Krishna Sale, and it's so amazing, yeah. Fantastic. Just a little away from Savera Hotel. And I feel so proud wherever I go to be able to say, "Main hu ek Madrasi, born and brought up in Bombay, married into Kerala, now living in Bengal, so that makes me a complete Bharatvasi." Right? And I think almost all South Indians in this entire world are like that, because I think as a language, I think people who from the South are more adaptable to be able to speak in any language, much more than, I know there are North Indians over here, but you very rarely find someone from the North so comfortable to adapt to a South Indian language, naturally, because it's all Sanskrit derivatives over here in the South, but only Tamil is the only original Dravidian language. So it's difficult, but if you know Tamil தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா, you can do anything in the world. Really. அது கூட, you're born and brought up in Bombay, so you speak Marathi, so you got all the everything that is there to know. And then you have Hindi as second language, and I was fortunate to have Marathi as a third language, and French as my fourth language. So if you know Hindi and Urdu, it's easy to speak German and French, and bella bambina, what you want, eh? What more do you want? All beautiful girls over here today. Yes, absolutely marvelous to be here with all of you. I also need to say to you wonderful, wonderful bodies, ladies who came and sang here. You sang and you draped your sari so beautifully. எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு problem because I always pleated. I used to wear my sari like you, open like that, ரொம்ப style. Then I realized I couldn't carry on for 2 hours, so I started pleating my sari and putting it up. Then what happened was, one morning after a fantastic show in Music Academy, I looked at the papers, headlines, like beautiful photograph, me and my band, and always, but always, the photographers come on the left-hand side. So when they took this photo, nice, they showed my stomach. And so, ladies, I started doing this. And you know, for me, my music and spreading happiness is so, so important. So why would I feel so nostalgic when I've been to the best hotels in the whole world? Why would I feel so nostalgic about coming back to Savera? Nobody else feels like that. I don't find one singer who has felt the way I do about Savera or about the place where they started. Some of them even want to wish it away. You know, this famous Biddu Appaya, he used to perform in Trinkas, but he is in Park Street, and we did it together, but never once in any interview has he ever said it. But you know, you can't, even Cliff Richard, you know, you can't wish away your past. It's so nice if you could wish it well. But for me, all those things don't even come into play, because for me, Savera is just unbelievable. And when I walked in a couple of weeks ago, when I had a day to spare, I just came and spent it over here. I'm here to see that Golden Bowl was no more there. And that grandeur, you know, you walk into the place, red carpet, red and gold and white all around the wall. And as soon as you come, on the right-hand side was the band that was playing. And on the left-hand side, there was this amazing steps, the stairs that would go up onto the top. And this cabaret artist would come down from the and beautifully dancing, an amazing lady she was. The first one that I ever saw. I was also very, very sheltered life in Bombay, being a daughter of a police officer, very middle class. We had, family of 6 children. Where had I ever seen a nightclub? This is the first one I ever saw. And for me, to see that was something as soon as you walk in. But for me, it is even now, just like that. Savera, the Golden Bowl, the first ad that came over here. Tonight and every night, Usha, no cover charge. What's that all about? Can you just imagine? But I've had people over here like Hema Malini, Dharmendra, Mahmood, Rekha, Saukar Janakirma, all the Shivaji Ganeshan, Gemini Ganeshan, Kamala Hasan, of course, so many times. And yeah, it was so many fantastic people who came to listen to me over here. And that's the truth, yeah? That's really the truth. There's no other bigger truth than to know that all these amazing people came and listened to me over here. And the marvelous thing about it is that they still remember. Saukar Janaki Amma, I remember some award function. I mean, she's so graceful, isn't she? She's such a lovely woman. Really lovely. When she met me, she said so many of her amazing memories are from here. So I asked her, Nariya boyfriends undala? No, I asked her so openly, straight up, Nariya boyfriends undala? And she said, oh, Nariya. So amazing lady, you know. I just loved meeting her every time and being with Gemini Ganeshan. And I can't even begin to tell you what Golden Bowl means to me. I know that to be able to create another Golden Bowl doesn't take much, because for me, it's never been sightseeing or different places. It's always been the people. And all of you are here, and for me, I recreate Golden Bowl right here in this amazing room. In those days, I used to sing a lot of James Bond movie songs from the award-winning James Bond film, Skyfall. So may I sing it for you? Lovely. And if there's anything that you'll want to ask me in between, you're most welcome to ask. Oh, most often when I keep saying, 44, I've been thinking for 44 years, people are always calculating, how kya umar hoga iska, kya? So to put all of you at ease, I'm 66 years old. Yay! And I'm a grandmother. And I'm much, much younger than many of the youngsters I know today. And they all tell me, including my daughter, she says, Amma, I just don't know how you do it, but you're such a difficult act to follow, because, the point is that I get the energy from all of you. I'm a grabber. I take from you so much, you don't even know. I sap you of your energy and put it right inside me, because love has never let me down. So God help me, let it never get me down. Yeah, I love you very much, each and every one of you, and that's not just a piece of dialogue, you know it. I'd never be able to get through these years without this. And when I met Nina, after so many years, I was doing a show for Current Details. She came up to me and she said that she was touched because she heard me in one interview saying that I started my career professionally in Savera Golden Bowl. She said she was touched that I would ever mention it. Here I am. And it's so sweet that you would say, that you would always give me a room here. I'm so, so pleased about that. It's not the question of the money. Of course, sometimes it is. It is a question of the money, because we all need a little bit to buy chewing gum and vegetables and Kanjivaram sneakers, and yeah. But for me, it's never been the most important thing. Oh, let me tell you one thing that really brings me back. I'm sure all of you feel the same way. Smells. Certain fragrances just remain in your mind all the time, and you keep thinking, hey, like for me, one of the amazing fragrances is Tomco shampoo. I don't know how many ladies have used it. Ippo, I think of that and I say, God, where can I get that fragrance back again? But the most important fragrance was, besides the Mylapore, that Mylapore smell in your room is just something else. I'm sure the men also feel like that. But the first time when I came to Savera Hotel, this classy toilet, Apollo, I used to think Savera was the best in the whole world. It still is, actually. You thought I was going to say something else was better. We have better ones, we have more expensive ones, but Savera will always be Savera for me. I walked into the... See how alert I am. Okay, sir? Always, they always do. Love it. They love it. And I walked into that amazing toilet, and there was this fragrance of a particular kind of naphthalene balls that they had put. And they were pink and white ones. And I was searching and searching and searching for that fragrance for the past 44 years. I finally found it in Jaipur at the Samod Palace. I went over there, and it's got I asked the general manager, I said, you just have to tell me where this is. And now, of course, I'm big. So they're willing to do anything for me. What do you say? No, he was so sweet. He managed to get me the packing of that. And it said naphthalene balls with jasmine fragrance. And now I realize that that is the combination that still lingers in my mind. I hope my voice and my presence will linger in your mind forevermore. The golden rule. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and bend. Hear my heart burst again. Where words collide in days of dark. Here we are, my number. You can take my name. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together. Let the sky fall. By my side, but then I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong. But I grew strong, and so I hear you back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have tamed that stupid lock. I should have tamed that stupid key. I'll have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go now, go. Walk out. And I used to wonder how carefully I used to keep those bangles, so carefully. Today, the bangles cost 21 to 22 rupees just for a pair. Crazy. The prices have gone up so much. And somehow, I mean, I have to agree with somebody I knew many, many years ago. He used to say, the value of everything is going so high, except that value for human life is going so low. That was actually Harindranath Chattopadhyay, who had one beautiful song. He used to sing that, and it always touched me so much. So it really makes me feel that I wish he was here today, because he would know how much all of us feel that for each other, we are so precious. And believe me, women make the best friends if we only try. Right? Anyone dance this dance? Like a legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? Oh yeah, the force from the beginning. Yeah. We come to fall together, who we are. So let's raise the bar and our hearts to the stars. She's up all night for the sun. She's up all night to get some. I'm up all night to get fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. She's up all night to the sun. We're up all night to the fun. We're up all night to get fun.